Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Jackson. Yo, what's up, brother?
Today's no good for going out.
Baru udah ada nih
Did I
suaranya.
say that yesterday as well?
Jadi kali ini kita mau kemana nih? Astaga. Wih, jangan lawan itu dulu, Cuk. Wih, langsung lawan anjing, jangan, Cuk. Kita pemanasan dulu ya.
Right?
Windblade.
Nice. Yeah. Goblok. Ya. Wih, anjing. Ada telur. Ramai, cuy. Ya elah, gue ambilin itu ya. Cepat. Nggak kena. Bodoh kali kau. Gimana nih? Cadangan penduduk lokal Animrod.
Long live the heroes. Thank you. It's finally open. Many trade routes have closed due to the storm terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, we're all doomed. I cannot imagine a world without wine. I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the Four Winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt. Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return. For that, we have you to thank. And Jean for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt. Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer.
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. It seems your great battle sharpened not only your combat skills, but your wit as well. A knight after my own heart. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost. And that's coming from a knight.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out the trash.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their move. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly... To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited, and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the hilly churl's cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of... let's call it fraternizing. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order. They are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call her the Princess. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
Kabur anjing.
1 minute I see Kaya, the next he's slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble. But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. 1 sticky honey roast, please. So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius, and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go, and wherever the wind may blow. That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
Tuh, kita macet, cok. Oh, yang jauh, Cok, masih di atas. Oh, di sini.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the Holy Lyre de Himmel.
May the Animo Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the Holy Lyre with you? We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
We, did bring it with us. It's a little...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special funding. The Holy Lyre! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again.
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? Tone deaf bard! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh.
Flash is
Scurrying through the
Nora.
streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard.
Oh,
Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
my god, tiba-tiba anjing.
Honorary Knight, you're awake. I wouldn't say he's all right, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said, it's completely normal, and then got up and left the cathedral.
He left? Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let...
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
Udah kali kau. Cari Venti. Venti di mana nih? Jauh sih.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck? So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. But I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis. It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from the Zeppeljärni Palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's gnosis. How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well, but I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone,
In any case, this year's Rite of Descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye! We're going!
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Yep. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you. Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she? She just grabbed your gnosis and left?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius. The slightest slip up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
If only the 7 nations had banded together against the Abyss Order in the first. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the 7 nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use Dvalin as a bargaining chip against the Knights.
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before? He said that the Fatui could only run amok across the 7 nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbingers.
Yes. As I said earlier, the Cryo-Archon has given them authority and strength beyond that of other mortals. The Tsaritsa... I haven't seen her in 500 years. What is she thinking? What's her plan? Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the 7 all the more difficult. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
Temenin gue kerja bang, capek soalnya kerja sambil sekolah. Kerja apa bang? Kerja sambil sekolah maksudnya apa? Tidak mudeng ya. Oh iya, kerja. Udah malam, masih kerja bang. Coba kegunaanmu dengan batu ini. Udah jam 10:30 aku masih kerja kah? Batu digit misalnya banyak saking banyaknya kamu bisa keluar. Bang Ucup the Vanderline. apaan nih? Yang kanan kali ya. Merah. Alamak. Yang biru ya. Bah, bohong lo bu, bohong lo. Penipuan anjing.
I just like to make people smile.
Bisa cuy. Barbara.
Ta-da! Everything's ready. Let's go. I will protect you. I must leave no stone unturned. Someone needs assistance. As a good knight should. Ooh,
keep an eye on you.
Dia nyerang gua.
This moment will be frozen in time. Ah, dodge this! Don't push your luck.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Cool it! What's the hurry? How fortunate. What's the hurry? Dodge this! Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Quite the find. What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Dodge this!
race you there.
Windblade!
No one escapes my sights.
Disappear!
Try not to enjoy this too. You're in for a little shock. My.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Bet you can't keep up with me. No escape.
Freeze! Freeze! What's the hurry?
Ngelag cok, ngelag. Gimana nih? Ngelag gue di sini. Merchant Station. Kita buka map dulu ya. Render. Binjir. Dapat. Gak dapet cok. Anjay, ini kota bagus banget. Kota ini. Iya bang, ACL maaf nih, agak ini. Ini emang ya. ACL 19.
You're in for a little shock.
Apa harus ada air di dengan wow. Nice.
In fact, I've already put in my order. They really are a cut above.
Huh? Isn't that Charlotte? Who's her friend? And
Please, with the cherry on top, Sharp. I read that a gang of
Ngapa
criminals tricked the
diem, Ma?
Gardamex by disguising themselves as
Bacot
I've
sekali
invested
kau
all my
diem.
savings into graph adversarial technology and even taken out a sizable bank loan. I'm begging you like the beggiest beggar in all of Begdom.
I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine, Pauline.
Carla Tortan surat bersemangat yang sangat tajam terhadap sering terlihat di jalanan dan ganggang Fontaine menangkap kebenaran.
I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those, big-ticket orders. But I'm afraid I'm not joking. The blubber...
Kalau pantoro di mah
They're just
ngantuknya mah.
discussing a story, but why does this Miss Lapine Pauline seem so distressed?
Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story. They even went, but to our surprise, they fully supported us printing it. They figured that the false intel would be In truth, Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. Since we ran that story, so I knew this story had helped out law enforcement. But this is the first time...
Uh-oh.
Betul
She
dia
really
nangis.
sounds like she's in pain. Paimon thinks... Hey, Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Traveler, Paimon, it's you! I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lapine Pauline about... She read an article in the Steambird about a criminal who evaded Gardamex detection. Inspired by this story, she spent a lot of Mora researching counter-criminal image recognition technology. Her aim was to improve Fontaine's public security. She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technology. But unfortunately, it was just a fictional story, and her efforts and aspirations were all in vain. I tried to...
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the Maison Gardiennage only...
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline? What are you doing?
What the
I'm gonna pick
hell?
a fight with a Gardamex, head to the opera at Biclès, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide. That way, I won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living.
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. You wouldn't even dent the Gardamex armor. In all likelihood, they'd only hold you up at the Maison Guardian. Actually, instead of going into the technicalities...
To...
Okay, well, escaping to the Fortress of Meropide over a
Not anymore.
I used to be. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist. My life is over.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. I think I know a way for you to... This prototype you've given me. The camera lens for image recognition sample collection. It's really quite something. You said you designed it specifically for high-fidelity image capture, and now the rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function in its own right. It's sure to make many journalists' jobs much easier. In fact, I'd say it has the potential to revolutionize. So your research efforts thus far are by no means in vain. The technology you've developed may have many applications that you've never even...
Really?
Really?
Absolutely. I've been working as a journalist for the Steambird for a long time now. No one understands the issues we journalists face on a day-to-day basis better than me. So keep calm, take heart, and start thinking about mass production. In the meantime, I'll show your invention to all my colleagues to drum up interest in your product.
I can't believe it. If this is true, then I can look into setting up a whole camera lens development pipeline. My big maybe I should consider taking out another loan. That way, I can rapidly improve the lens production process, be the first to market, and prepare to battle for dominance in the camera industry.
Come on! Stop daydreaming about your pipelines for a minute. Just...
And I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition device to a workshop to raise some funds. I can't believe there's no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
Can you believe her? Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in one ear and out.
It's understandable. When inspiration and passion strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work But don't you worry. I'm gonna write an article on all this, and I'll be... Her research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input to stop her from going down any rabbit holes, and make sure mass production of her lens can begin as soon...
It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte.
Jurnalis kondang anjing.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you two take this prototype lens? I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it on your travels. It takes the right person to get the most out of a new technology. In your hands, it's sure to capture some amazing sights.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise. We were just curious about what you guys were talking about. Totally didn't expect to get a free gift.
You're welcome. I got something out of this too. The beginnings of a very interesting news story. The boundaries between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be blurred, even when there's a compelling justification for doing so. Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback. Let's hope we don't mislead any more well-meaning citizens in the future.
Oke, kita sudah punya lensa aja ya. Keren ya petani. pisan. Fontaine modern anjing kotanya. Di atas ya. Gimana caranya ke atas? Oke, hampir aja. Sampai di atas lagi. Kayak ada lift apa ya? Anjing, keren banget. Gimana cara naiknya?
Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Please watch your step.
Oh ini naik ini kah? Anjay. Udah cok. Oh, atas dong.
Okay, I'm back to work. Please take your seats. It's time for our merry departure.
Anjing. Oh, kita kasih ini nih, cok. Mana nih caranya? Kecewet nih kota. Oh itu cok. Apaan ini? Gede cok. Gila. Kita punya 3 kotak Mondstadt, Liyue, dan fontaine. Hydro tuh air. Cara gacha gimana? Artefak. Intertwine. Oke. Sudahlah teman-teman, mungkin kita lanjut besok saja ya. Ini sudah malam guys. Terima kasih tadi sudah menonton, walaupun mungkin sebentar doang. Dan juga maafkan saya ketika tadi ada yang komentar tapi saya tidak jawab ya. Tadi karena error, tidak bisa apa namanya, tidak bisa dibaca. Kan nih ngomong apa nih. Ini sudahlah, kelamaan. Goodbye.